طلاب، أهلا وسهلا بالفنان العالمي والمشهور والذي نحبه وشاهدنا فنه في موقعه الإلكتروني. اسمه سامر، ولكن اسمه الفني هو، ما اسمه الفني يا مريم؟
Ridikkuluz.
ممتازة. ويعني لماذا ridiculous؟ ربما سيتكلم عن هذا، ربما سيقول لنا لماذا اختار ridiculous، ما هذا الاسم. أيضا سيشاركنا باللوحات، وربما يا طلاب سيكون عندنا ناس في الصف. They'll be streaming in around 3:45, 3:50. People might come in, people might come out. You know, don't worry about it. All right, I'm keeping an eye. We won't be what is it, Zoom bombed. I'm keeping an eye, and if anybody is strange and walks in or whatever, I'll kick them out. أهلا وسهلا يا سامر، أنت في نيويورك؟
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. Ana Samir. I'm in New York, Hassa, and I practice under the moniker Ridikkuluz. It's actually a Harry Potter spell. If you're familiar with Harry Potter, you turn what is painful into something that's humorous, and it's something that stuck with me.
يا سامر ويا طلاب، في عندنا رجل جديد في الغرفة. هذا الرجل فنان أيضا، ولكن Ridikkuluz فنان مختلف. هذا ديجيتال فنان من الأردن. كم الساعة في الأردن يا تامر؟ أهلا وسهلا.
أحكي بالعربية؟
طبعا بالفصحى لو استطعت.
أوكي. مساء الخير جميعا. أنا سعيد جدا بتواجدي معكم اليوم. الساعة 1:44 صباحا،
بعد منتصف الليل في عمان في الأردن. تامر يحب فن سامر، وسامر يحب فن تامر، وأظن هذه أول مرة يجتمعون في الإنترنت في هذا الصف. Let me show you, this is not practiced مريم. من أحسن مغنية يا ريديكولوس في العالم؟
فيروز.
يا تامر من الأردن، من أحسن مغنية في العالم؟
فيروز طبعا.
So when I tell you الأستاذ يظن أن فيروز أحسن مغنية، ليس فقط الأستاذ، سامر عربي، تامر عربي. It's not a coincidence. وأيضا عندنا أظن فنان آخر اسمه فارس. أهلا وسهلا به. By the way تامر،
أهلا.
كيفك؟ وينك فارس؟
أهلا.
أنت في التليفون مش هيك؟
أنا بالتليفون.
لذلك لا نشاهد فارس، ولكن فارس معنا بالتليفون. وفارس أيضا فنان كبير وعظيم من نيويورك. يعني ما شاء الله، ربما هذا أجمل يوم في حياتي. كل الفنانين في العالم يريدون أن يشاهدوا Ridikkuluz. تفضل يا Ridikkuluz، وأهلا وسهلا بك. سنستمتع إن شاء الله يا طلاب ويا ناس في هذا التقديم الجميل.
Yeah, as I said before, my name is actually taken from a Harry Potter spell. This is one of my most recent paintings. It's a self-portrait. Basically, it's just speaking on like how you can become like and like marginalization and just identity in general. But I'm actually here today to specifically show you guys some Arabic iconography that I've worked on. So this is actually one of my first like large scale pieces. It's called the Arabic concert, and basically you have a bunch of musicians here together in the same space. I try to make the viewer feel like they're attending this Arabic concert, and they see all these icons that usually take up the stage like by themselves because their presence is so strong. You have them all in the same room. So like imagine like an Arabic Coachella. In the middle, you have Farid al-Atrash. He's known for like playing al-oud, and I was actually in a couple of films. Think like very theater-like. This is the oud in English. It's like the sitar, the Arabic sitar. Next to him is an Egyptian king. really. He's an amazing singer. His name is Abdul Hafiz, and he's the one that all the ladies like back home. Next to him, we have Kulthum, who I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but she's basically like the operatic Aretha Franklin of the Middle East. So she really uses like really belts out these crazy operatic notes. You even see it in the neck over here. And she's holding, take note, she always carried a white handkerchief whenever she sang. And then we're gonna make our way over to the other side. Over here we have with Dias Safi, who's Lebanese, and he's a really emotional singer, but he knows how to get the crowd up too. And then over here we have he's a little bit old school, is Muhammad Abdul Wahab, but he's the same time period as them really. But he's quite amazing, and he's known for like basically having that producer-like aspect to production and like creating songs. And then over here we have, of course, we've mentioned her a bunch, Fairuz. And there's a bunch of details that you see in this painting that's like basically like hidden. So you have
Ahmed, let's see if who can find a hidden Arabic word.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm thinking Tamer and Ahmar would probably find it very quickly because it's written in Ahmar. أين اسمها؟ أين اسم فيروز في الصورة يا طلاب؟ Tamer, unmute yourself. Did you find it, Tamer?
Yeah. All
okay,
right. Under her face.
Yeah.
Could you put the mouse pointer, Tamer, where Tamer said? So look at that, guys. Didn't it come to life? Fairuz, you see the fa, the ya, the ra.
And over here, if you take a look on this side, you even have like a little member of the orchestra. You always, it's so interesting because sometimes my dad talks about those specific members and he knows them. It's like, you know, and then also just a quick note in the background here, there's a lot of Middle Eastern references and symbols that I'm using, whether it's the little gold tile mosaic type of that you see in the background, or this black and white tile. Back in the Sabah Fakhri, he used to sing and everyone would come on the dance floor and it was always on a black and white tile. So that's important for me, but nonetheless. The next painting is called Creative Differences. And this is Fairuz again, but it features her son as well. And in this painting, it's about 5 feet by 4.5 feet. And in this painting, I basically try to show the relationship between the two, and I draw parallels between my own identity. And this is where I started to really first play with identity. It's the relationship between me and my mother, really. We fight over like all the time, but it's over like aesthetic and artistic things. So yeah, so you see like there's a bunch of symbolism like from her music. She always talks about birds, and then I even like you can see the evil eye over here, right? That's like a huge symbol of the East. And then it sort of draws into the cigarette, right? Cigarette is like, obviously it's to de-stress, but for a lot of artists and creative people, it's a way to move forward. And then you have that guitar that's coming out, the oud, the Arabic sitar that's coming out of his hands. And there's like, it's the relationship between it all. And then moving on, this one's called Performance the Universe. It features Kulthum, the Arabic icon that we talked a little bit, she has that operatic voice. And again, I'm still playing on this concert-like feel idea. So you have the orchestra here, right? But then I'm also playing with different types of symbols. I have the pyramids of Giza with the eye over it. So yeah, so she's holding this white handkerchief. She's singing to the gods, and we're the viewers, we're the audience, like we're watching this concert happen. And this little face in the background is, it's like what I'm feeling when I'm listening to her music. It's very like internal, you know what I mean? And sad at times. And this is
any symbolism here that we can unearth. Mr. Al-Ahmar, Mr. Gibbons, Ms. Williams, Ms. Khalil. Can you see a logo.
Oh
yeah, I see the Ridikkuluz logo.
Hold it.
Yeah.
That's the start of it.
Yeah, so there it is. He found your logo.
This is another painting by Kulthum. It's called Diaphragm. Again, I'm just playing this idea of emotion in her voice. I feel like there was different like parts of her, and I tried to include that in her neck. So it's different variations of like her emotions that she show when she's singing, but it's like it's almost like it's bubbling up, like the words are gonna come out. And then nostalgia is a big thing for me. So any like note, like love note, invitation, birthday card, whatever it is, I find it some way to cut it up and like stick it on the painting somewhere. So if you see these lines throughout any of my works, it's because it's like a note or something underneath. And then sometimes I even like put like old like works, paper works underneath the painting as well. And again, she's holding, keep in mind, like we're catching her from an angle like from down below. So it's almost like we're looking up to her, you know what I mean? And for, I just like the fact that it speaks volumes on like patriarchy. It's like we're looking up to this Middle Eastern woman, you know? So does anybody know who this is? Anybody?
صدوف, do not answer because أنتم في الأردن فبتعرفوا مين.
Oh, I think I know.
Okay.
هذه الملكة رانيا.
والله ومين معها؟
لا أعرف رجلها.
نعم إلا يعني بدها
يعني.
رجلها أيوة زوجها. ومن هو زوجها يا مريم؟
ملك الأردن.
نعم وما اسمه؟ مش عارفة؟ تامر الأحمر شو اسم؟ عبد الله ممتازة نعم. جلالة الملك عبد الله وجلالة الملكة رانيا في نفس الصورة. صدوف أنت معنا.
Yes, I am.
From Jordan.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you beautifully. We cannot see you because you have joined us apparently by voice only.
Yes, because I don't look that good at this time of the night.
So في عندك your biggest fan is here, fellow artist تامر, بس بده يرحب فيكي باللغة العربية. تامر, I'm unmuting you أو unmute, تفضل.
هاي صدوف.
هاي حبيبي.
حبيبتي شو هالجمعة الحلوة. I'm so happy إنك موجودة اليوم معنا. وحلو إنه كيف كلنا عم ندعم فنان أردني ناجح. We are proud of him.
اسمه سامر.
الصراحة I mentioned إنه the paintings are beautiful. The symbolism they are really. You should
Samir is right here. He's listening to you, Sadoof. You can't see him maybe, but he's beaming because we all know that Sadoof is really what Kulthum is to music. Sadoof is the lady artist to Jordanian art. She has her own studio, self-made woman, fiercely independent, gorgeous work. Sadoof, if you could only see my students giving you snaps and Kayla especially, we are very proud of you Sadoof. And سامر انت شوف مين اجا. سامر شوف مين اجا. تركت صفحة عشان تيجي تشوفك. مين هاي؟ سامر.
اهلا. اهلا وسهلا. اهلا سامر، كيفك حبيبي؟ شكرا على زيارتنا. اهلا وسهلا طلاب.
من انت؟
أنا.
تفضلي.
أهلا وسهلا أستاذ أبو مهدي، زميلة وصديقة أستاذ رمزي، وشكرا على الضيافة، وشكرا يا سامر على هذا التدخل الجميل.
الله يسلمك
حبيبي.
طيب I'm going to mute everybody again because we're going back to the king and queen of Jordan. عفوا على المقاطعة يا سامر، وأهلا وسهلا بالجميع. يلا تفضل يا سامر. نبدأ ستبدأ الكلام عن هذه الصورة.
So this is Malika Abdullah and Malika Abdullah and Malika Rania, and I tried to basically show them in a romantic light. I just like the way the stars are twinkling in the background, and this is basically to me like the Jordan night is like there's nothing like it. And so this painting I ended up sending it to the UN through the consulate. I didn't know exactly what they were going to do with it. I just wanted to gift it. But what ended up happening, I received a note from the king's son, or the king to be, and he sent in a nice watch. He was really, really nice. But yeah.
من القصر الملكي في الأردن.
Yeah. It's funny because my grandfather, that's all he ever talked about when he was younger. He gives watches, But moving on, this is one of the pieces that's like most dear to me. I always use some type of reference. Think like collage art, but without actually making collage. Like the concept of like collaging something together. That's how usually I was painting before, where like you saw the paintings before. It was like Fairuz next to a bird, next to a musical note, next to a cigarette, next to oud, next to, you know what I mean? Whereas this, I just wanted to feel free, and I didn't use any face as a reference. This is I just basically went at the canvas. Psychology does say that like you do paint yourself in a way when you're not using a reference and you're just, you know what I mean, painting. So I think this is interesting in retrospect when I do think about this painting. Also, I like the idea that this painting has sand in it and like gravel, because I think when I think of the Middle East, there's something so beautiful about the trab, about the dirt and just the stone. So I like that this is added to the painting as well. She doesn't have any emotion. She has so much emotion that it feels like it's nothing. That's the way how I feel about it. And it's interesting, we're living in the times of the corona, and where before how she's dressed would have been criticized, the idea doesn't sound that crazy anymore.
The niqab has become هذه الفيرجن الجديدة, the new version of the portrait, يا سامر.
Yeah, sometimes this is the thing, right? Instagram and social media is an amazing way to market yourself, but at the same time, paintings don't work to social media standard. Like I can't just create a painting in a day and post it. Paintings take like months and months of work. So sometimes it's nice where like you have that graphic design element that you could just throw it on there. And then I didn't want to leave you guys. The paintings that I showed you, or the works that I showed you, were from 2017, 2016. I'm 25 now, so I was just trying to find myself. But like in this process of finding myself, I became obsessed with identity. So I've moved away from Arabic iconography, but you still see it in my new works. So this is one of my more current pieces. It's called Insecurity. It's on an A-shaped frame, and you can't see it from this photo, but think of like a standing mirror. And that has symbolism for the identity, because it's almost like I'm reflecting at myself. It's like literal, it's figurative. You know what I mean? Oh, Rania Kurdi is here.
Rania Kurdi is in the room. She would not be speaking, but she came to support you, knowing you love her show, Ya Samer. By the way, everyone, the Rania show on every night, 8:30 on her YouTube channel. You'd laugh.
Yes. Let me share this real quick. So I just want to talk real quick about the symbolism in here. So the shirt it says insecurity. So it's basically, it's like going against what you'd find like at like the clubs. Like when I think of the most masculine thing, right? I think of like a bouncer at a club wearing the security t-shirt. So I'm trying to show that I'm exactly the opposite of this. I'm, you know what I mean, like loose, and I show my vulnerability. And I think patriarchy is a theme that I'm now beginning to discover and get in touch with more. And it's just it's ruined a lot of things, you know, ruined a lot of things for real. So this does tend to be the focus now, and I feel like, so over here I work a 9-to-5 job even though I am an artist, and so I'm pulling in this painting, I'm pulling away that head, I'm pulling away that corporate life that I don't want to exist anymore. I want to be a total artist. So I have, like, you see all the paint coming to my face. It's unfinished and I like it just like that. And also there's like a contemporary feel. I'm wearing Adidas, but at the same time, like, I explore duality a lot. I feel like with a lot of Arab American children, we act like one way towards the people that we know, and then completely another way towards our friends. So this is something that I explore a lot as well. Notice the shadow of the brush is completely different than the brush itself. This shadow is actually a knife. So it's alluding to the fact that I'm cutting my head off. Yeah, so this is just a real quick, I wanted to show you that, like, just another example. This is again, I'm playing with the theme of identity and duality. The shadow is completely different than the hand here. And it's funny because in America, like, you go like that, it's like, oh, got him. So that's why the name of the painting is called Got 'em. But this is actually, like, for me, it's a symbol of tarbiyah. Like, when my mom wants to yell at me, it's like this. And I think growing up, right, I think you need to be your own parent. So my shadow is like being the adult for me. It's being my parent. It's telling me what to do. And I'm painting. It's like guiding me. It's interesting. The shadow, it's like, it's more confident than the face itself.
شوفي ثريا أبو مهدي، الدكتورة ثريا، هل تعرفين من هم؟
نعم، فيروز، محمد عبد الوهاب، فريد الأطرش، وديع الصافي، أظن عبد الحليم حافظ. نعم.
وأم كلثوم. فابتدأ بهذه اللوحة. طبعا هذه المحاضرة هي مسجلة. We're recording this portion and we'll make it available for those people who came in late. But let's take advantage of the fact that we have Ridikkuluz في الصف. بالنسبة للأسئلة، من عنده سؤال للفنان القدير؟
The chat box.
So Rania Kurdi, wow. Rania Kurdi is reacting with you through the chat box. In fact, she is reacting publicly, so anybody could read what she said. Could you read that, Kayla, what Rania Kurdi said about the painting?
Out loud? Yes.
No.
Beautiful detail.
Okay, سؤال من Holden يا سامر. Do you use acrylics or oils?
Yeah, I use acrylics. Although I have used oils in the past, I just find acrylic quicker.
ممتاز. تامر، كان بدك تحكي إشي لأنه أنت الوقت عندكم متأخر، أو حتى لو ردة فعل وبالعربي لو سمحت. We're going to unmute تامر، artist تامر الأحمر من الأردن. أفضل. شو رأيك؟
أول شيء عن جد برافو، الديتيلز رائعة، الدبث أو العمق والرمزية باللوحات كمان رائعة. كل ما الواحد يعني يسرح باللوحة كل ما بيكتشف فيها تفاصيل أكثر وبيستمتع فيها أكثر. بس سؤالي لإلك، شكرا، كيف تفاعل الأشخاص مع السيلف بورتريز اللي أنت بتعملها؟ يعني نحن بنعرف كثير فنانين يعني قدام وقديم يعني كبيرين، مثلا فريدا كارلو فور اكزامبل، والسيلف بورتريز المشهورين لإلها. فكيف أنت تفاعل الأشخاص مع السيلف بورتريز لإلك؟ وهل ممكن إنه في أشخاص يقتنوا إشي زي هيك ويكون بيعبر عنهم مش عنك؟
Their reaction is always that it's bold and intense and very emotional. Sometimes they'll say that the figures look sad. I'm just trying to think of the most common things I hear. That's what they usually say. Is that sometimes they say فيها كثير حزن. They always say something like that, or they say Yeah, they usually just say it's very bold.
It is bold. Suraya Abu Mahdi is thanking us for this beautiful interaction. Saduf, did you want to say something all the way from Jordan to Ridikkuluz, aka Samer?
Yes, thank you.
يا
Thank
أهلا
you.
وسهلا بالست صدوف الفنانة الرائعة من الأردن.
I was wondering about the duality, about the shadow
No.
and the actual figure. I was thinking of the conscience and the conscience and the subconscious.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Sorry.
Yes. Did I get it?
Yes, بالضبط.
Thank you. That's it.
حبيبتي صدوف.
And it's funny because زياد رحباني كان يحكي هيك إنه بتمنى ما أفكر. Because when you start to think about things, like more doors open up to different perspectives and possibilities.
Yeah.
And it's a conversation.
Sometimes you need to stop the roving mind and just be in a peaceful state.
بالضبط. هاي مشكلتي.
أظن هاي مشكلتكم كلكم الفنانين الموجودين معنا اليوم. This is why مش كلنا فنانين. Mariam has been nodding with every word you're saying. أولا مريم رمضان كريم. نحن بنعرف إنه هون بأمريكا يمكن ما بنشعر بالأجواء الرمضانية مثل تامر وصدوف والذين في الأردن، فرمضان كريم للجميع. بس بالنسبة للعرب في أمريكا كيف ردة فعلهم بالنسبة لفنك؟ كيف بيحسوا لما يشوفوا لوحة لفيروز؟ هل بيحسوا إنه هذا نوع من الحب والشغف والاحترام لفيروز، أو بيحسوا إنه هذا شيء جديد وما بيرتاحوا له؟
يعني حسب. أول إشي, the idea of like capitalism comes into play. You have like split Arabs. You have you know, the people that like love our culture and love things like that, and then you have people that are completely motivated by money, and so they're like looking at price tags before they even look at the work. So that can't give me like a real answer to what they're thinking, you know. That's number one. And number two, the Arab Americans, for a lot of the people that have collected my work, it's because they felt distant from their own culture, and they thought that by buying Arabic art that they'd get closer and form a stronger bond. Because you have to understand, like, their country is like overseas, so it's like it's very nostalgic. It's very hard.
Yeah,
you know?
I understand.
That's probably why the Fairuz are so iconic, right? By the way, I have to show you something that isn't related to Samer. But this might segue into, this is one of my favorite digital art pieces, and this is by Tamer Al-Ahmar, who's with us today. This is Dalida, who's my second favorite. Oh, there you go, and you've got Asmahan over there, and so, yani, subhanallah, Tamer and Samer are from the same generation, and they're like these icons from my generation, which tells you that artists from the Arab world tend to be, I think, much old souls even when they're young. هذا موقع تامر الأحمر في انستغرام، وطبعا Ridikkuluz عنده موقعه. You can follow both of them في انستغرام. وتامر انا بعرف انكم تعبانين هناك وكذا، بس برضو انت عندك Society 6 مش هيك، ولا صارت شيء تاني؟ So I think we might have to unmute Tamer. Okay.
Yes.
Tamer, you know.
Okay. أول شيء خلينا كمان تشير صدوف gallery.
Yes. Actually, let's do that on Saduf, who loved your art. Samer, who has her own studio, of course, very well known in Amman. Samer, you're about to see the beautiful woman who was talking to you today. This is Saduf. Look at her.
Wow.
This is look at her paintings. This is why I wanted you to see it. Tamer, of course, الجسر بين الفنانين. كريم النفس بيجمعهم. What do you think of her art, Tamer?
Wow.
Yeah. So I think Samer and Tamer and Sadoof and Faris, or you guys should just, move in together. Look at the Fairuz. Look at Sadoof's Fairuz, which is I have one in my house. صدوف انت معنا، بدنا نشكرك كثير على وجودك الليلة معنا.
Thank you.
Who's sharing their screen right now? Because I'm seeing a beautiful Kulthum by Tamer Al-Ahmar. So, Samer, you're actually sharing now, Tamer. Look at the love between artists, the generosity. There's instead of sharing his own art, he's now showing us, wow, that's Tanya Saleh. Let me unmute you, Tamer, Faddal, and I might as well unmute Faris. In fact, if I unmute everyone, anyone can speak. Go ahead, Tamer.
Thank you, Samer, for your support and to show my art while we are coming to see your art. So I really appreciate that.
Oh, there's another artist on here, but he's not. His name is
Faris Rizk, who is a Palestinian American artist.
Wow.
Faris is my generation. He has such an amazing body of work, ranging from Jerusalem to other works. Please follow him, or at least he deserves definitely a spotlight of his own. He has joined us by telephone today. Rania Al-Kurdi really enjoyed being here, Samer. I think she has left by now. No, she's here. So she's also staying up late doing the Rania show, which is called this season. سمعت شو اسمه تامر اسمه معزوم. Do you understand, Samer? Like the double play of her new show, معزوم. It means invited, but it also means with Zoom. So Zoom works both ways, with a new episode being released every night at 8:30 throughout Ramadan. Hilarious characters. Yes, somebody was saying something. Hold on, was it you?
Rania Kurdi's character.
Oh, Rania Kurdi, he's telling you he likes Ghalia the most.
Madam Ghalia.
Madam Ghalia, أيوة. طيب، في أي أسئلة يا طلاب قبل أن نختم هذا الفاصل عن جد من أحلى أيام حياتي، إني أحس إنه الفنانين والمغنيين جاءوا يدعموا بعض وجاءوا يدعموا سامر المستقبل قدامك باهر إن شاء الله.
I appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Okay, دكتور ثريا، يلا خلينا the best for last. خلينا
يا حبيبي. أولا شكرا جزيلا. وما فيش إلا رمزي اللي يقدر يعني يجمع بين الفنانين من العرب. وأنت قلت قال رافع راسنا في الأردن، وأنا أقول رافع راس العرب كله. وما شاء الله، وإن شاء الله تكون هذه بداية ولا نهاية، وتعطينا عطاءات، ويا ريت نستدعيك مرات ومرات. وكذلك صدوف، تحية لصدوف ولرانيا تامر، أنا بعرفك من الصور ومن فنك ما شاء الله كثير. شرفتونا وشرفتوا أستاذ رمزي وستانفورد وكل طلابنا.
No, I just want to say thank you for being so sweet and for being so supportive and here today. And I like your earrings.
Oh, don't be surprised if the next painting will have your earrings, Thuraya Abu Mahdi, while in digital format. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I know that Faris Rizk was with us. Faris, were you trying to say something, Habibi?
I want to thank Samer for وشكرا دكتور رمزي صلتي تجمع الفنانين وتعطي صوت للفن، هالعالم المبهم، العالم الفن اللي قد ما تفهم الفن بيطلع من فين ما صعب تفهم. يعني في ميستري، مش عارف ايش يعني ميستري بالعربي.
يعني في غموض.
في غموض that كل ما الفنان بيرسم اشياء بتطلع يعني it's fascinating. بس وثانك يو، تعرفنا على فنان جديد تامر وسطوح. I'm looking forward I'm looking forward to see their art.
Yes, and I'm sure that Tamer's already
بحاول
following you on
بحاول
Insta.
احكي بالعربي.
هلا لازم نقول انه انت صار لك بامريكا بلاش نحكي كم سنه، بس انه معظم حياتك في امريكا ومع ذلك تتكلم معنا باللغه العربيه الجميله اللي
لازم
بترجعنا
اتكلم
للبلاد.
بالعربي.
باحلى هاللهجه.
انت كلامك العربي دكتور رمزي ممتاز. anyway شكرا سامر. Ridikkuluz my good friend، صديقي المخلص. واتمنى لك النجاح الدائم.
طيب شكرا للجميع.
مع السلامة. شكرا.
Thank you for coming. It really meant the world, especially those after midnight tuning in during Ramadan. يعني it's unforgettable. شكرا للجميع. يا طلاب أنا سأراكم في الصف يوم الأربعاء إن شاء الله، وللبقية سأتكلم معكم الليلة لأسمع التفاصيل ما حدث ما وراء الكواليس. وسامر يعني لو أشكرك مليون مرة والله العظيم مش كفاية. شكرا يا ابني.
مع السلامة.
تصبحون على خير.
هذه غالية. غالية.
I didn't know إنه أنا unmuted.
ما أحلاكي. What a way to end with Rania الكردي. World famous. أنت مشو. حبيبتي thank you for coming. I know إنك بإنجلند وإنك متأخر I'm sure Samer appreciates it.
It was a pleasure. So nice to see all of you and such beautiful art. Beautiful.
يلا الله يحميكم جميعا. رمضان كريم. وأنا بحكي معكم قريبا.
مع السلامة سامر.
ثريا.
مع السلامة. شكرا جميعا.
يلا مع السلامة يا طلاب.